Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We transition today from Rag Todi to the musical meter Bairari. This is Rag Bairari, another subsection of the Guru Granth Ji. And the first composition is the revelation coming to us from Mahalla Chotha, Guru Ram Das, and it is meant to be sung to Karpela, which is an instruction for musicians, and it is do-pade, meaning two-stanzad composition. It is followed by the invocation, Ik Oankar Sadgur Prasad. Ik Oankar is a representation of reality, which is being and becoming simultaneously. It speaks to the unity of creation. Satgur Prasadi. Prasadi here has a Bihari, a Sihari rather, and that indicates an adverbial function. So this unity, this Ik Oankar, is realized through Prasadi, through the insight or the grace of the Satgur, the true enlightener. That's the invocation. And then the Rahau refrain, the pivot of the entire sabad. Sun man Akath Katha Harinam Riddh Buddh Siddh Sukh Pameh Paj Gurmat Har Ram Ram. Suni man Akath Katha. The sun also has a Sihari vowel, which again makes it an action. So Guruji is saying here, Suni man. It's qualifying the mind. It says, I have heard within the mind. Suni man. And what has he heard? Akath Katha. Akath Katha. The untellable narrative. Katha, story. So he's saying, I have heard within the mind that narrative that cannot be told. And what is that narrative? It is about Harinam, meaning the wisdom of the self. And the following line says, Riddh Buddh Siddh Sukh Pameh. Now he's talking about, these are all in Indian systems, this refers to extraordinary powers that are received, perfections, if you will, capacities that are grown, wealth of the mind that is received. So the Guru is saying that when my mind heard, again, not with the ears, but within the mind, the narrative of that wisdom, it came to me with capacities, with wisdom, and a great feeling of grounded well-being. Riddh Buddh Siddh Sukh Pameh. I achieved that. Pameh. And how did I do it? How did I hear that wisdom? Paj Gurmati. Paj means to run, to attach oneself to move towards. So I was able to hear that wisdom which cannot be narrated, the limits of language, and I received with it Riddh Buddh Siddh Sukh, when I moved towards the Guru. When I received from the Guru, it's mati, it's thought. Literally, that is what it means. So when I paid attention to the teachings of the Guru, then the Guru taught me how to move my attention inward to hear intuitively, not intellectually, but intuitively. This is a deeper learning, a deeper attention. So the mind has been moved inward through the agency of the Guru. That is how this state that Guruji is describing was achieved. Then the first verse following that, Nana Khyan Puran Jas Uttam, countless, nana, many, diverse stories, tales, Khyan, Puran, old stories, Jas Uttam, they sing the sublime praise. And not only that, but Khat Darsan Gaave Hai Ram. Khat Darsan, the 6 schools of philosophy within the Indic traditions. So it identifies, these are the orthodoxies like Vedanta, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisesika. So they are identified as orthodox schools of thought, ones that owe allegiance or accept the authority of the Vedas. So the Guru is pointing to them and he says, look, all of these authoritative scriptures, Gaave Hai Ram, they sing to Ram, that all-pervasive presence. Not only just scriptural, but also Sankar Karod Tetis Tyayo. Sankara, Shiva, 33 crores, over 3 million, or 300 million, Tyayo, have turned their attention, but Nahi Janyo Hari Maramam. They meditated for long periods of time, yet they could not resolve the inner mystery of the Har. So, the Guru is saying that the vast inheritance that we have had, Nana Khyan Puran, the vast inheritance of story, tales, narratives, Puranic literature, the 6 classical darsanas, the schools of thought that I've just mentioned, the entire philosophical machinery of India he's referring to, and not only that, but to Sankara, Shiva himself, and along with him the 33 crores, 1 crore being 10 million, of the popular pantheon of Indian deities, those that are located at the highest tiers of cosmic order. They sang, they meditated, but could not really resolve the mystery. So the route is Bhaj Gurmat Har Ramana. It is the Guru. The Guru is the agency, and the Guru, of course, he's not referring to himself, but to the Guru principle. That principle of knowledge, Guru Prasad, Ek Oankar Guru Prasad, that we first recited. That is the way. And the concluding verse, Sur nar gan gandharv jas gaave hain. He's continuing with the narrative. Sur nar, wise humans, the gods, that, godlike, Gandharva, the celestial beings. He's just extending that pantheon. Jasagame, they're expressing themselves in the way that they know. Sabagavat Jet Upam. They are all singing, meaning they're all expressing themselves in accordance with their nature. So Guru Ram Das is here widening the verse to the largest horizon. He's including Sura, Nara, Gandharva, all of them are expressing or are seeking, but to no avail. Nanak kripa kari har jin ko, te sant bhale Hari Ram. Here's the key. Says Nanak, kripa kari har jin ko. You see, the mystery is something that is received. It is not something that is gotten. You cannot engage in any kind of practice really to receive that wisdom. Nanak kripa kari har jin ko. Those who receive this wisdom receive it as grace. And they are te sant pale Hari Ram. Sant pale. They are the noble sant. Sant meaning the tranquil ones, the ones who have caught the Har. Sant Bale Har Ram. So you see, the Rahau said, I have heard the untellable tale, and tells us how he heard it. And that how is really the Guru, and the Guru is grace, Kripa. Gurmat taught him through Kirpa. So that is the essence of the message, that one has to be receptive to the Guru, that carrier of light. It carries the light of the Har and reflects it back to us. That is how the Har is known in its mystery. And that mystery, as Guru Ram Das says, is Akath Katha. It has to be experienced. It cannot be narrated. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.